Hi guys, I am Christina with Virginia Wreath Company, and today I'm going to be making a fall burlap wreath using this sign. I absolutely love this sign. I think it's so pretty. So let's get started. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and attach my pipe cleaners to the back of this, which is what's going to hold it to our frame. And I'm doing that first. Well, hang on. I didn't plug the glue gun in. Okay. Let me go ahead and take that off. Yeah, I did. Okay. Hi, Maritza. Hi, Katrina. Hi, Megan. Okay. While I'm waiting for my glue gun to heat up, I am going to go ahead and do one layer of the burlap mesh on top. And as you can see, I have two rolls that are partially used rolls of the burlap. I'm going to go ahead and use these to finish or to create my base for this wreath. And I start on the top ring, and what I'm going to do is just pull my twist ties up, and let's see. And when I do this, and I'm not sure if I'm going to have to do it with these because I have two partial rolls, but if I have one full roll, I will try to find, I go around my wreath form and I try to find, I always start on the top, I try to find where it's closer to one on the bottom, and that's because when I go from the top I make a bridge down to the bottom, and I'll show you when we get to that point if I have to do that. I'm not sure I'm gonna have to because I have two partially used rolls. So I'm gonna go ahead and start. But I'm going to start over here anyway, just in case. Let's see. Okay. And I'm just pulling apart the twist ties. And I'm going to take my roll of mesh, and I always do this. I take it and I drop it. And I'm just going to gather your mesh. And it's going to be all uneven because I cut this off the end of another wreath that I used the burlap for. I'm going to find my spot. It was right here. Yep, I believe. Hang on. Right here. Okay. So all I do is I take my mesh and push it in there. And it's probably have about 3.5, 4 inches sticking out right here, which is okay. We'll fix this later. And this is how I measure. I know a lot of people will sit here and measure on the mat, but I take it and I put my thumb right here and I pull it up to just about the crease of my elbow right here. And I do that all the way around the wreath. Hi, Amanda. You haven't missed much. I just got started. Okay. Same thing. Pull it up. Okay. Excuse me. So what's it like where you guys are at? It's pretty cloudy here. We have tropical storm. Well, I don't know if it's a tropical storm or a very low Cat 1 Hurricane Maria She's not off the coast of Virginia. She is off the coast of North Carolina. And I don't think she's really doing much. She's not close enough to do a whole lot. But they've got really rough surf and possibly some beach erosion going on down there. And I mentioned that because we're like 20 minutes away from them, from the border of North Carolina. So it's cloudy here. We haven't had any rain, but I hate cloudy days. I hate cloudy days. I want it to be bright and sunny, and I don't know, it just seems like it gives you more energy when it's nice and sunny outside. Let's see. Beautiful there. Hi, Sandra. I'm good. How are you? Raining in San Antonio. I'm hoping after Maria gets out of here that we'll be done with this hurricane season, because it's definitely been a rough one. I feel so bad for the guys and girls in Texas and Florida and Puerto Rico and all the islands down there. It's just, oh, it's horrible. Absolutely horrible. I can't even imagine. Okay, I think that we may have just enough to finish this top part, because we are coming to the end of the roll. Let's see. Pull this off. Okay. So yeah, we should have enough to get the bottom ring done with this other roll. And this is a good way to use up your extra mesh. If you have mesh left over from a project, don't throw that away. You can still use it. Sandy, I am in Norfolk, right next to Virginia Beach, right along the coast in the Chesapeake Bay. Okay. Hot in Illinois. Yikes. Yeah, we were pretty hot yesterday. I think we were close to like 90, if not 90. It was really warm here. And I'm just cutting off the end of this mesh right here. And I'm going to grab a couple pipe cleaners and I'll show you guys what I do for the back. Let's see. Oh, Sandy. Another Sandy. You live in Orlando. Oh, man. How are you guys doing up there? Or down there, I should say. And all I'm doing is taking my excess mesh right here, pushing it through the rings. Let's see if you guys can see through the rings right here. And I'm just going to zip tie it to the ring. And you pull it tight. And that's what I've done right there. Hi, Lisa in Cincinnati. Oh, Yorktown. Yeah. Yeah. You're not far at all. Hey, Lauren. Thank you. Well, let me go ahead and get this one where we started. Let's see, there's the one where we finished. Okay. And the same thing. Here's where we started, the excess where we started, and I'm just going to do the same thing. I'm going to take it and zip tie it to the ring. Oh, you're welcome, Amanda. Northern New York. You're welcome, Susie. Off-grid in the woods. Isn't that the way to do it? Thank you, Megan, for sharing. If you guys like what you're seeing so far, I'd love it if you guys would share the video. That's like my tip jar. It would be much appreciated. And also, when you share, it saves it to your timeline, so if you want to come back and watch it, or if you can't stay for the whole thing, or you have to leave or whatever, it will be on your timeline when you get back, and you can watch the replay where you left off at. Or if you missed the beginning, the very beginning, it will be posted on your timeline. Okay. Hi, Ann. Chattanooga. Thank you, Pam. Thanks, Michelle. Thanks, Amanda. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Same thing. Taking my other leftover roll. I'm going to take it and drop it. Now, see, in this instance, it didn't matter where I started in relation to the twist ties because I'm starting with another roll. I am just going to go ahead. I'm going to start right in the same general area so I can keep my zip ties kind of in the same spot over here. So I'm putting in about 4 inches of mesh right here into the twist tie. And then I'm just going to go on around. Thank you, Susie. Let's see. Okay. Let me just continue on around. And usually I do this. I go ahead and open up my twist ties. So I'm ready. Okay. If you guys are interested, I have a Virginia Wreath Company VIP Members Club, and I give tutorials that you can download and you have access to even after the month. It is a monthly subscription. It's $15.99 a month, and I do in-depth tutorials. You get one in-depth tutorial a month, and I can tell you it is a lot more in-depth than me standing here doing this live. It looks a little long. But it is a great group. It's a private group. I also will be doing a Facebook Live in the group just for you guys. And I tell you where I bought everything. I give you a supply list for the wreath tutorial. And you're free to post your pictures in there of your completed wreath that you made following the tutorial. It is right now a pretty small group because I just started this, and we've got a couple members in there, and I'd like to grow that group and make you all just as knowledgeable about wreath making as I am. I've been doing this for over 5 years now, and I am just super excited to teach other crafty people, creative people, that they can do this too. You really can. If you guys could see the first wreath that I ever made, holy cow, y'all, it was, I look back on it now and I think it's absolutely horrendous. And I think, oh my goodness, we've come so far. But honestly, you know, back when I started making wreaths, we didn't have all these YouTube videos out there, and we didn't have all these different colored mesh and patterns and things like that. And the ribbon choices aren't nearly what they are today. So there's been a lot of growth and a lot of improvements and whatnot to the materials that you can use to make a wreath. So if you're interested, the link is in the, I don't know if I should be pointing down or up, in the description. So, and we're almost done with the bottom layer. And I'm going to go ahead and zip tie. Let me see if I can turn it around. Zip tie where we started, the bottom row. Oh, I just knocked my phone over, y'all. Let me see. And hang on a second. Okay. And I would love to be able to share with y'all my knowledge and things that I know and the mistakes that I made. I don't want y'all to have to make too. Hey, let's see. Will we have enough to finish this bottom row? I think we're going to be cutting it close, y'all. Cutting it very close. Okay. What size wreath? Sandra, are you talking about the frame on here? It is a 15 to 24 inch work wreath form. Let me see. Hey Tina girl, how you doing? Hi Mary. Hi Rose. Hi Patty. Sandra. You know what? Check this out, y'all. We are right there. We have that much left. We made it. Amanda, yes. One full roll of mesh will work. And you'll have leftovers. Okay. Hi, Andrea. Hi, Linda. Let's see. Hi, Carolyn. Hi, Maria. We just did make it, y'all. Check that out. That's what we have left right there. But we made it, so that's the important and good thing. We made it. And whenever I make these wreaths, I do have, normally I start with a full roll, and I do end up with mesh left over. Whoops, I put the zip tie in there the wrong way. I'm pulling these as tight as I can. Okay. Now I'm going to cut some of this off right here. It doesn't need to be long. And it cleans up the edges. So here you can see, you guys can see where the zip ties are. Those are the ends of where we stopped and started. Okay. Dahlia, the poofs, I actually measure all the way around. I hold the twist tie like this, and I pull it up to about right here on my arm. I don't measure them out on the mat. I always use my arm right here. And I think it's probably around 12 inches, give or take. I don't think it's any smaller than 12 inches, but you can measure that out on your arm. Let me see. Okay. Hey, Donna. How you doing, girl? It was your birthday yesterday, wasn't it? Hi, Mom. Yeah, Sheba is laying over here by the kitchen. That's my dog. Normally, whenever I come in here to make something, she is right underneath the table at my feet. Okay, so I'm going to do the sign. Oh, thanks, Andrea. And enjoyed it with a roll of ribbon, huh? Oh, shoot, Donna. I think we're all getting old. Let's see. Hi, Belinda. Hi, Steph. Hi, Kimberly. It's your first time visiting? Thank you. Thanks for joining me. And what I do with the sign is I just take my pipe cleaner and I pretty much know where I want this to be held on the wreath. And I'm just using a staple gun and I am stapling it to the sign. And I do 2 staples. Just for added security. Belinda, I'm making a fall wreath. Well, that one. Well, dang it. Okay. Okay. And I'm going to go back through and put a dab of hot glue over top of these staples. Now this is one sign because it's thick. I don't need to add extra stuff underneath the staples, but some of your thinner signs, you will definitely need to add something before you staple it. Otherwise your staples are going to go through the front of your sign. Okay. And that's all I've done is put some hot glue over top of the staples. And I'm going to let that dry. Okay. And hope that doesn't fall over. Okay. Let's see. Rosie, it is, I think it's a Stanley. Yeah, it's a Stanley model TR35. This is what it is right here. It's just a little mini staple gun. Okay. Okay, I have pre-cut some of the ribbon that I'm going to use. And I have one more ribbon that I'm going to cut that I am going to use also. And I saved this one so I could show you how I cut my ribbon. And I learned this not too long ago. before, I would take my ribbon. When you get a new roll of ribbon out and you're going to use ribbon from there, and you know where it folds over right here, always cut that piece off because it's going to make that ribbon part just look funky. I used to take my ribbon and roll it out individually to 14 inches and cut, and I'd have my one strip. Well, as we know, that takes time, and I have a Pro bow. Let me see. What kind of staple gun? Okay. Carolyn, I'll flip the sign over in a few minutes. I want to wait for the glue to dry first. But if you have a Pro bow, and I love, love, love my Pro bow for making bows. If you have one, this is the spool holder. These two dowels right here are exactly 14 inches apart from each other. And I learned this from another wreath maker. I saw them do it. I said, you know what, let me try that. And I did, and I love it because it saves so much time. And all I'm going to do is hold this right here, and I'm going to bring the roll of ribbon around. And I am just going to go around. I already cut one, and I need eight strips of ribbon. So I've cut one, so I have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then you get to your end, and you just cut your ribbon off. Pull it up off the dowel rods, and then I just take it and cut. And then I'm going to go down here to this end and take it and cut. And it's that's simple, just like that. And it saves you so much time. Okay, I'm going to take, I usually do 3 at a time, so I'm going to dovetail the ends. And that's just folding your ribbon over, and then you cut away from you like this, just like that. And you do it for both ends. And I am going to be putting 3 ribbons in each twist tie. So take it, let's fold it over and snip at an angle. Let's see. Oh wow, Megan! Wow. Well, I'm glad you like it. Okay. And I'm almost done with this. Let's see. Amanda, usually it's your focal point that influences what ribbon I use. Always pick colors from my focal point. And I am adding the black because it's really going to make the orange and the turquoise really pop. Set this over here. Okay. Oh, let's see. Hey, Kenna. How you doing, girl? Thank you, Amanda. Okay. So I am going to go ahead and start adding ribbon. And these are the colors that I chose for the wreath. I have orange and turquoise. These are like the watercolor ribbons. And then I have the solid orange and solid turquoise. And we're going to add the black and white stripe in with these. See how that just kind of pops? Can y'all see that? I think that looks so awesome. Okay. You know what, guys? I sure did not even cut enough. Hold up. Rewind. Because I only cut 9 of the black and white stripes. What I really need, I really need 18, because I'm going to put one in each, one of this color in each twist tie. So here we go. I need to do 9 more. Seven, 8, 9. Okay. Well, thank you, Alice. Thanks, Megan. Connie, my husband made that easel for me. He made it. Let me see. Good ribbon suppliers. I like Craft Outlet. Or if you have a resale ID, tax ID, and you can order wholesale, Sims Pottery. I'm going to go ahead and dovetail these real quick. See. Can I hang on a second and I'll show you. And I'm doing 3 of these at a time. I could probably do more, but I'd rather it be neat looking than kind of scraggly, because you put a whole bunch of ribbon in there and did it all at once. Let me see. Oh, thank you, Linda. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Welcome. Hi, Dahlia. Thank you, Alice. Hi, Charlotte. Thank you. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. I appreciate that, guys. And if you're liking this video and you want to save it, you can share it. And when you share it, it stays on your timeline too. So if you need to go back and rewatch it for anything, it'll be there on your timeline. Okay. For those of you asking, I get my ribbons in order here. For those of you asking what the centerpiece looks like, this is my centerpiece that I'm going to be using in the wreath. I absolutely love, love, love this sign. And it came from K&J Designs. And they are on Facebook. So I'm just going to take, I'm pairing my orange with the blue because I want the contrasting colors. I don't want them to look too much alike. And I'm just stacking them on top of each other. You just stack and fold in half just like that. And this crease right here helps you determine where your middle is and where to go ahead and pinch your ribbons together, just like that. And I know some people don't untwist their twist ties. I do. That's something I was taught from the beginning, so it's out of habit for me now to just automatically untwist and put them in. And what I'm going to do is you always want to pull your ribbons apart. You want to make them fan out. And then I'm going to alternate colors. Go around and alternate. Let's see. Hi, Gwen. Hi, Margie. Thank you. I love these colors too. Hi, Donna. Oh, Kenna, you have that sign too. I love that sign, girl. Love it. It's so pretty. And let's see. And I untwist. Put it down in, push it down, and pull your twist tie shut. And then I'm also going to add something else to this. I'm thinking, I need to see if it looks right or not. But I have an idea that I'm going to add some of the Deco Flex tubing, which I love Deco Flex, y'all. It can like just make anything pop. I love that stuff. Okay. I'm just gathering my ribbons. And I always tend to put my 2.5 inch ribbon as the last layer in the bundle. Let's see. Sandra, it came from K&J Designs. That's in a Facebook group. When I get done, I'll go back and post a link to their Facebook page. They make all their own signs, and it's from, it's really neat. They make them out of reclaimed wood. So they really have like this rustic-y kind of feel, and I love them. I really do. And I'm just spreading out ribbon tails. Thank you, Diana. Thank you. Thanks for joining. Let's see. Michelle, I am using three different ribbons per, well, 2 different ribbons and the same ribbon in every bundle. So I'm using three ribbons total per twist tie. Hey Nick, what's up? Let me see. What do you do with the twisty in the middle? Normally I try to use a wreath frame that is close to the colors of the wreath, and I just use the color of the frame to my advantage, really. You know, they come in all different colors. They have hot pink, which is really pretty, you know, if you're doing a hot pink wreath. You can use that. They have blue. They have all different colors of work wreath forms. And those are the only things that I do use. I do not use the wire frames and make my own with pipe cleaners. I have done that before, and to me and how I do things, trying to do that is like the devil. Some people are amazingly good at making their wreaths with pipe cleaners and the wire frame. I, however, am not that person. So I buy my wreath frames with the twist ties already on them, and I buy ones that I think I can incorporate the twist ties with. If something does come up and I can't use the twist tie, or the twist tie just doesn't look right or whatever, you can always take them and tuck them under. You know, that's no big deal. Let's see. Yes, Amanda. Yes. Jen, the ribbons are 14 inches. And hi, Terry. Thanks for joining. If you guys are liking this wreath, feel free to share the video. That is like my tip jar and is very, very, very much appreciated. Hi, Lainey from Richmond, Virginia. Let's see. Burma, yes, I do. I do the inner ring and the outer ring in ribbon. Let's see. Ah, cool. Cool, Lainey. You're about an hour away from me. Let's see. Hi, Linda. Hi, Jen. Thanks so much, Jen. I appreciate that. Hi, Patty. Hi, Dar. Let's see. I'm getting sidetracked between reading the comments and picking out the colors that I'm using in the next twist tie. Thanks, Jana. Hi, Connie. She's my big baby. She's my 85-pound lab shepherd mix. She's my baby girl, though. I love her to pieces. Let's see. Can you buy the working wreath, the work wreath in bulk to save money? Donna, if you have a business license, you can buy these the work wreath forms wholesale. You can buy them from Sims Pottery. And there's a couple other places. Sims is the first one that comes to mind, simply because their order threshold, how much you have to order when you order, is a lot lower than some of the other places. Okay. Let's see. Thank you, Teresa. Gift cards from where, Amanda? Hi, Rita. Oh, which way did it? There we go. Okay. From Sims. I'm not sure if you can get gift cards from there, but you do have to have a business license, and they do have a minimum order amount. Okay. And we're almost done with the top row, and then I'm going to move down to the bottom row. So this is what we have for the top row so far. It's like that. And I'm going to move down and start the bottom row. And just do the same thing along the bottom row. The outer ring. Thanks for sharing, Kenna. Indar. Hi, Melissa. You'll make me so happy when you share. That's awesome. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And I'm doing the same thing down here on the bottom as I did on the top. Just pulling the ribbons apart. Let's see. Sharing is just like a tip jar. And if you weren't here in the beginning, while I'm sitting here putting these ribbon ties in here, I know it can kind of be a little redundant for you guys to sit here and watch somebody put ribbon in a twist tie. I do have a Virginia Wreath Company VIP Members Club. And in that club, it is a monthly subscription club. You do get a tutorial, an in-depth tutorial, which is more in-depth than what I'm doing here. You get a list of where all the supplies came from, what I used, and I do a Facebook Live inside the group as another kind of project. It would either be like a wreath or a centerpiece, or heck, it could just be something totally random. Like I did a one of my Facebook Lives, I took a monogram door hanger that was made out of wood, and I made it look patriotic. I painted it and added stars to it, and it was really, I think it's really pretty. I still have it hanging on my door. But you also, in the group, it's a private group, and you get access to me. You can ask me questions, and you know, if you get hung up on a technique, or you want to know if you are doing something right with your wreath, you can always ask, and I will answer you. And it is $15.99 a month. And if you want, after you complete your wreath training video in there and you make the wreath, you can post it in the group. And if you want a critique of your wreath, I'll give you one. You know, if I see something that maybe you could change or move something over, or maybe poof this a different way or move that ribbon a certain way, then that's what I'm there for, to help you guys learn and grow and not make the same mistakes that I did when I first started. So if you're interested, there is a link in the description that will give you more information about the group, and there is a place on there to sign up if you want to. Okay. I'm just moving on along, putting these ribbon streamers in here. Let's see. Michelle, I used, if you go back and watch the beginning, I had 2 rolls of partially used 21-inch burlap. But normally when you do a wreath like this, I start out with a full roll of 21-inch burlap, and I don't use the whole roll. There's still some left on the roll. Let's see. Amanda, is this one for sale? I'm not sure yet. I need to see what it looks like when I get done. Because if it looks super cute, I might be hanging it on my door. Hi, Linda. Thanks, Teresa, for sharing. Thank you, Linda. Rita, the ribbons are 14 inches long. Okay, let's see. Donna Craft Outlet. If you don't have a wholesale license, I buy my ribbon from Craft Outlet. Let's see. Thank you for sharing, Shirley. Thanks for answering, Kimberly. Okay. And I love this pop of black in here. I think it just makes everything else just pop. Okay. And I'm just pulling them apart, kind of fanning them out a little bit. Okay. And you can see how full it gets once you add ribbons to your wreath. Hi, Emily. Yeah, she's my sweet baby Susan. And she sleeps up in the bed with my husband and I. And we have a king-size bed. And honestly, I think she has more of the bed than I do. And she is spoiled rotten. Okay, we're getting close to the end over here, guys. Okay. Thank you, Amanda. Okay. And we have one more bundle to put in. Okay. Yeah, Amanda, the black really does make everything pop. Okay. This is what we have so far. You guys see that? This is where we've added all the ribbons. We've added them around the outside and the inside. Oh, thank you so much for the hearts, guys. I really appreciate that. Really, really appreciate it. Okay, and I am going to add a little bit of Deco Flex tubing. I love this stuff, guys. Love this stuff. But I'm going to go ahead and add the sign first, so we can go ahead and get this placed. Now when you do the sign, it is going to push on your ribbons. It's going to cover some of your ribbons. And that's fine. That's fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull my pipe cleaners down. Thanks, Yolanda. Thanks, Donna. Okay, and I'm just going to set this down on top of the wreath, just like that. And I'm going to look at it and see. And I'm going to use these twist ties as my guide. Now I'm not going to attach the pipe cleaners to the twist ties, but I'm using them as a guide as to where I want my pipe cleaners to attach to the wreath frame. I'm going to, and in this process of putting the sign on, your ribbons are going to get all mashed, mixed up. You will definitely have to go back and refluff. But that's okay, because 90% of what you do when you get done with your wreath is you go back and you fluff your ribbon. And I am just attaching the sign to the wreath frame back here. And I'm not doing it that tight in case I have to move it. Let's see. And I'm just going through the mesh around the twist ties. To secure it. Thank you, Linda. Thank you, Cynthia. Susan, the sign says thankful, grateful, and blessed. Okay. And I'm just going up through the bottom of the wreath, grabbing the twist ties. And I'm wrapping them around the wire frame so that they are attached to the wire frame. Not the twist tie, nothing else. You want them wrapped to the wire frame. Hi, Charlene. Let's see. Do I actually put the tie? Roxy, either way. Sometimes you got to go through. Sometimes you can hit it kind of perfectly where your mesh goes in. So sometimes, yeah, I do put it through the mesh, but I always make sure that if it goes through the mesh, it's secured onto the wire frame underneath. Like this one. I believe we're going to have to go through the mesh. Let's see. And I'm going to flip this over in just a minute and y'all can see the back side. I just want to get it secured first. Okay. Thank you, Charlene. Okay. Yep. Okay. On the back here, let me see if you can see. Right here is where I tied one of them. Here is another. You always make sure you go around the ring. Here's another. And here's another one down here. And I think I need that. There. Okay. Now we got a lot of ribbon to fluff back out here. And this is where you kind of go around and you can fluff out around the sign. And I am going to grab this chair real quick. Let's see. And I am going to sit down and fluff. Because when you get in here and you start messing with the putting the sign in, your ribbon, all that ribbon that you just put on there, especially on this inner circle, is going to get messed up. It's just going to happen. But it's a simple fix. Just go through and refluff your ribbon and you can move it around and reshape it if you need to. You want to kind of make sure that your ribbon doesn't really cover your sign. kind of keep it off to the side or just so it's not covering up your words here, so people can see your words. This one goes this way. And what I did for the twist ties that were on the corners is over here I've just stuck them underneath the sign. I just bent them over and stuck them underneath. And you just maneuver your ribbon around. I have a piece over here that's under the sign. Okay. I have a piece of ribbon underneath here. And you just want to, when you're making a wreath, you just want to make sure that you take your time and you fluff your ribbon. You always, always, always got to fluff your ribbon. Okay. So this is what we have. I hope it, there you go. That's what we have so far. And I am going to add, I think I'm going to add this Tinsel Deco Flex. And I think I might do it just in smaller portions. And we'll see what that looks like. And I love this. This is something that I don't think has been out too long. It's a Tinsel Flex tubing. I'm going to start with the orange first and see if I like it. Let's see. Roxy, do you actually put the time? Okay. Thank you, Charlene. Michelle, the frame is a 15 to 24 inch work wreath form. Thanks, Megan. Thank you, Terry. Jessica, the ribbon is 14 inches long. Kim, I got it from K&J Designs. They're on Facebook. When I'm done, I'm going to, I'll post a link to their Facebook page. I'm not sure if they're making any more right now. I think they only do seasonal signs, and I think they only make so many. So that I'm not sure about, but I will definitely post the link to their Facebook group. I don't know if you guys can see this. It's like sparkly. It's so pretty. Can you guys see it sparkle a little bit? It's like little tinsel pieces. But there's like a great pop of texture in this tinsel roping. Thank you, Rebecca. Hi, Cheryl. Lunch break at work. Oh, yeah, I hear you, girl. Thank you, Cheryl. Okay, and like the Deco mesh, I take this and I drop it. And I'm trying to decide, do you think we should use the turquoise too? Think we should do the orange and turquoise? because I'm just going to make little loops and put them inside the twist ties, which will look like this. They'll just look like little loops like that, little bow ties, and just pop them in the twist ties. So do you think we should use the turquoise too, or just the orange? Thanks, Kim. Susan, it is a 15 to 24 inch work wreath form. Essentially, it's a 15-inch form, and when you're done, it should be somewhere close to 24 inches. Normally, mine are anywhere from 27 to 30 inches. Both colors, both. Okay, here we go. We'll use both. Okay, I'm going to have one laying on one side and one laying on the other. Okay. And this is really simple, and it adds so much to your wreath, guys. You know, if you guys are making wreaths, it just adds so much more to your wreath. And this is all I'm doing right here, is I'm making a little, like, bow tie, just like that. The tubing I got from, oh, where did I get it from? It was either Creative Gift Packaging or Craft Outlet. Let me see. Thank you, Linda. Let's see. Okay, and I'm just going to cut it just like that. Oh, holy cow, I got this stuff all over me. And the same thing I did with the ribbon. I'm going to take the twist tie, and I'm going to open it, and I am going to put this down in there. And at this point, you can go ahead and, like, totally twist up your twist tie. That's what I do. I wait till I've got everything in before I, like, really start twisting it. So there we have one in. Can you guys see that? I don't know if you can. Okay. And I almost hardly ever measure these. I just kind of go by what looks right, or what I think looks right. And I got this one twist tie tucked, but I'm going to pull it out and put this in, and then I will tuck it back underneath. Let's see. Can you guys see that one up there? Right here. Oh. I think it's really pretty. I think it just adds like 10 times more texture. It adds to the color. I really like it. You guys made a wise decision. Thank you, Patty. Thanks for joining us. Thanks, Cheryl. Thank you, Amanda. Okay. The same thing, just untwist, and then this point, twist everything back up. And you just go around. and this one is under the frame, or under the centerpiece. So I'm just going to pull it out. Okay. Thanks, Kim. Yeah, Michelle, I don't ever measure the Deco Flex tubing. You can just kind of eyeball it, and you want it to stand out and show. You don't want it so buried in there that you can't see it, but you certainly don't want it as long as your ribbons. Okay. Let me see if I make this bow right here. I am using approximately 28 inches. That's what I'm using, 28 inches. And I've been using the Deco mesh for quite a while. So I can kind of go around my wreath and eyeball what size that I want it to be. And just twist your twist ties back up. Oh, this one needs to be over here. Nope, I just did that wrong. Okay, and you just keep going around your wreath. Let's see. Oh, you're welcome, Michelle. Thank you, Linda. Yeah, they are. The turquoise in the fall is becoming very, very, very popular. Michelle, it's really fun. It like so gives like your wreath just like a whole nother dimension and texture. I love, love, love using the Deco Flex tubing. Now this is my first time using the Tencel Deco Flex, but I do use the regular. But I gotta say, I really, 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 really like this Tencel Flex tubing. Cheryl, no, she's 11 years old, and she really isn't fazed by much unless you are the mailman, the FedEx man, or the UPS man. That is who phases her. Otherwise, she's a pretty chill dog. Pretty chill. Let's see. Tammy, the Deco tubing. I want to say I got this from Craft Outlet, y'all. I'm almost positive that that's where I got it. Was Craft Outlet. Okay. Now here's one instance where I am not able to untwist my twist tie because I have the pipe cleaner from the sign going through the middle of this twist tie to go to the back. So I am just going to take it and place it right on top and twist my twist tie up. Same with your dog, Charlene. Or if you have food. Now, if you have food, she will act like she has not eaten in 5 days. She loves, loves, loves food. Let me see. Oh, really, Cheryl? To Craft Outlet, you placed an order? Yeah, it definitely adds a pop. It really does, Kim. Whoop. Okay. Oh, you know what, Cheryl? You might be able to call them, and if you want something added, they may be able to add it to your order. You could try that anyway. Okay. Okay, we've got the top part done. I'm going to start going around the bottom ring. And I promised a few ladies from my page that are on my Virginia Wreath Company page that I would show them how I make a bow, and I will do that when I get done with this wreath. I'll pull out some ribbon and make a bow. I know some people have a really hard time making bows, and I will occasionally get some ribbon and start making a bow and realize, oh, I just went the wrong way with that. So, I mean, that's totally normal. Yeah, Cheryl, call and see if they can add it to your order. I don't know if you can edit it from online once you've placed it. But yeah, I would definitely call. Okay. Okay. I am seriously loving this, y'all. And I'm coming to the end of this because they come in two separate portions, the Deco Flex tubing. And I'm coming to an end of the first ones that I used. Okay. And I think this piece is going to be too short. Let me grab this other. And I'm just going to put it down on the floor. I'm almost out of the orange too. I'm going to have to grab this other pile of it I have laying down here. Oh, thank you, Amanda. Rita, I am in Norfolk, Virginia, right next to Virginia Beach. Okay. If you guys are liking this, you can do me a huge favor if you haven't already and share this video. That would mean the world to me, guys. Okay, I'm not going to have any more of that. I need to get the other orange stack. Okay. And we're moving on along. A little bit longer tails. Okay. Oh, hey guys, K&J is in the house. That is who I got this lovely sign from. Jessica, they've been asking where the sign came from, and I told them I was going to post a link to your group. But if you want to, go ahead and post a link in the group to your group so they can see what really pretty signs that you have. Okay. Okay. Show, isn't that gorgeous? I love, love, love the sign I got from them. Hey Monica, where are you at in Virginia? I'm in Virginia too. And I lost my end, guys. Okay. Ah, Prince George. Not too far. Yes, handmade. Support your small business owners, your mom and pop shops. Okay. Oh. Thank you guys for all the hearts. What? Oh, she knocked over the garbage can. And she's going to lay under the table at my feet. And we only have 2 more twist ties to put the tubing in. Awesome, Marcia. I am in Norfolk. And if you're in Gloucester, I'm sure you know where that's at. Rita, yes, I do. I do ship. Yeah, my dad works up your way. Okay, and we have one more. Penny. This is my first time. Unfortunately, I didn't get until now. Yes, Penny, when I am done, it will be posted on the Virginia Wreath Company wall. Or if you would like to share the video, when you share it, it will be saved to your timeline and you can go back and watch it that way. So you can either check back on the on this page, on the Virginia Wreath Company page, or share it on your timeline and it will be there when you're ready to watch it, and you can go back and watch the replay. Okay. Let's see. Oh wow, Monica. Is there not too many people out there in Gloucester that do these? I know it's a kind of a small community. Okay guys, I am going to hold this up and show you what it looks like. Get this off the floor. Put this in. Let me take a sip of tea. Okay. Okay guys, move this over. I'm going to make sure I'm going the right way. And this is what we have. Just like that. And I am going to, let me hang it up here on the easel for a minute. Okay, can you guys see it? I don't know if you can or not. Let me see. Okay. Can you see that closer or no? And this is what it looks like. Oh, keeps popping back out. So when you're done, you just go around, fluff out your ribbons. You want to make sure all your ribbons kind of fluff out and go together. See what I mean? Like 95% of this is fluffing ribbon. Always, always, always fluffing ribbon. I'm sorry to stand in front of y'all. Trying to get the ribbon fluffed. Let me see. I'll move in just a second, guys. And you just fluff, 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 fluff. You want your ribbons to look awesome in there. Okay. Okay guys, I think I have fluffed enough. What do you guys think? Let me try to zoom you in a little bit. Okay. Angela's sign came from K&J Designs. I'm trying to zoom y'all in here so that you can see the wreath. Okay. Okay, so that's what we have for this. And this is our fall wreath. And now I am going to go over a bow. Let's see. Let me grab some ribbon. I'll use this one. Brown. Okay. Oh, you're welcome, Amanda. Thank you, Connie. Let's see. Chris, I'm not sure. I'd have to go back and figure out what all I used in supplies to price it out. Let's see. Hi, Chris. Okay, this is how I make a bow. Depending on what kind of bow you're going to make, you can take and go up about an inch right here and Just pinch that off right there. And let's say you want to do one that has 6-inch loops. Go to your 12-inch mark, pinch your ribbon. Bring this behind right here. So you bring it right behind. Okay. Now if we want to go back around this way, we have to twist the ribbon because we want the good side to be on this side. This isn't the good side. So you twist right here, and then you bring this out, and you measure 12 inches. So you have your 12 inches right here, and put this back right behind here. You're always going to be placing back behind. Now, our good side is on the bottom again. So we want to take that, twist your ribbon to bring your good side back up top, and you can take and measure out 12 inches, bring it underneath right here, grab it with your finger and pinch it. So that way you have 2 loops. Well, you have 3, but you have 2 up here. Take your ribbon, twist it so your good side is back up top. Measure out 12 inches, pinch, bring it around and underneath, just like that. Just like that. And then you'd have a 6-inch bow. And if you just wanted to add streamers to it, you can go down however long you want them. Here's 28 inches. Pull this up, wrap this back up underneath, behind, and then you would just cut off here in the middle your ribbon streamers. Let me see. And if you wanted more, you could cut them off right there, and you have 3 ribbon streamers. Let me see. I am going to see if I can do this with a zip tie. Normally I use wire. I'm sure you can do this with a zip tie. So pull that tight, and nobody's gonna see. If you put it in a wreath, nobody's really going to see the center because you're going to poof out your bows, just like this. And you can cut this off. Okay. And you have your tails, and you have your bow. And this is what it looks like right here. And you just form your tails however you want them on your wreath, or whatever you put your bow in. Let's see. Hey, Lori Ann. Hi, Terry. Yeah, definitely you can go catch the replay. Hi, Connie. Amanda, you can do this. You can do this. So like if you had this and you put it on your wreath somewhere. I already have so much stuff on here that nobody's really going to see the middle part of your bow. But just as like an example, just like that. And you just form your loops and put them, you know, however long you want your loops. Just measure it out double on your mat, so when you fold them over, your loops will be the right size. And I hope that this helped. Those of you who were asking on my page about the bows and saying you have problems with the bows, I hope that helped a little bit. And also, there were people asking how I choose ribbon. And I choose my ribbon based on my focal point, which is my sign. And you know, my sign has the turquoise, a natural color, and an orange, and it has black lettering on it. I knew I wanted to use a turquoise, and I knew I wanted to use an orange. The black was kind of, I really hadn't planned on using the black until this morning. I was like, you know, well, maybe I can just make it pop with the black. And that's what it did. It totally pops with the black. And the lettering on here is black. So I hope that this helps some of you. And if you have any questions, you can comment and let me know. And I will try to go back through all the comments and read and see if you guys have any questions that maybe I didn't see and didn't answer during the live. Again, my name is Christina, and I am with Virginia Wreath Company. And if you haven't seen the link in the description, up in the description, I do have a Virginia Wreath Company VIP Members Club. It's $15.99 a month, and in that membership, it's a monthly membership, you get a very in-depth tutorial on how to make a wreath. It'll be different ones depending on the seasons or holidays. You'll also have a Facebook Live in the group with either a wreath or a centerpiece or swag or just anything, really. Anything cool that I think you guys would like. The October video is out, and it is this wreath. Whoops. This is the, make sure I got it up right. This is the October wreath that is in a tutorial form in the group for the month of October. And we have the Facebook Live that we're going to do for October. I'm sure it'll be either something Halloween or fall related. And you will also have Q&A sessions. If you have questions, if you are doing your tutorial and something happens and you get stumped, you can post in the group and I will answer you. Let's see what else. When you get done with your wreath, if you want to have it critiqued, I'll do that for you. You know, that could consist of, well, why don't you place this ribbon a little bit more on this side, or you know, move this flower over just a little bit to here, or something like that along those lines. And that's totally optional, you know, whether or not you want it done. You don't have to. By any means, you don't have to. And I just love to see all the pictures of the wreaths that you guys make with the tutorial. So anyway, if you're interested, the link is up in the description, and it will tell you more about the group. And I want to thank you for joining me today. I had an awesome time, and I hope you did too, and I hope maybe you learned something from the wreath that we did. So thank you guys, and have an awesome day, okay? I'll talk to you later. Bye.